cold. I thought I would just nip down to the cabin, and it's so cold. So if you see my breath, that is how cold it is down here. I really just want to share what it means to land into our new year gently, but also with this air of being with what it means to feel like there's something new brewing and be with our dreams and our wishes and our hopes and everything else, and how we can merge the two with realistic nervous system kind of acknowledgement that we can't be like expecting ourselves to land into all these real deep dreams and expectations of what you're looking for without understanding what it means to tend to our nervous systems. Because tending to our nervous systems, being in that embodiment, is only ever going to enable you to unfurl and move into your hopes and dreams and goals and intentions for 2025. So I have this workshop coming up. I have this 2025 workshop, which is essentially with what it means to vision with the vagina. And when we vision with the vagina, we can do this month to month, and we don't need to be doing this at the beginning of the year, but I'm just sharing it at the beginning of the year because it is the beginning of the year and I want us to be aware of what it means to be in a cycle. And so essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be tending to the vagina in a workshop space. So we're going to be coming together and we're going to be landing through the space. You'll also get a PDF download, which is 57 pages, which is available separately for $9.99. And eventually what will happen is this workshop space and the vagina visioning, VV, as a client who downloaded it kept calling it, and I was like, what's VV? Oh yeah, vagina visioning. So that will be all in one download eventually, and I'm going to record this live workshop. But to be there live means you can have any questions answered. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be really being with what it means to tend to this space and allow for this unfurling and this landing into and new cycles, and what it means to destigmatize this space, to just not just destigmatize it, but to come with a relationship with it. And so what we're really looking for is to tend to our rooted space, to just be, to just land, to just acknowledge and just be with everything that's there. Nothing to change, nothing to do, nowhere to be, nothing to be, no intention to set necessarily, but literally just to be. That is the biggest gift for me in healing and on our journeys, is to be able to sit with ourselves in stillness, come back to the heart space and just be, not to change, not to do anything more than just to receive. And when we're in this space, we receive on a level that we probably haven't received before. And when we do that, we acknowledge everything that's there and enables us to be with everything that's available to us, that the body is speaking to. And sometimes people find themselves just being in this stillness and then maybe even falling asleep. And what a gift to have that space. You know, when you've booked a massage and then you just fall asleep and you're like, guys, I wanted to be present with the massage, and it's like your body just needed to fall asleep. But essentially what happens is that the body speaks. The vagina is what I would call like the fortune teller, the knower, the gift that keeps on giving. It tells you, it gives you what you need in any given moment, and then enables you to tend to that space and then allow for the magic to happen. There is nothing more to do but just allow for that magic to happen, allow for the messages to be received. You don't have to do anything. Like you tend to that space, you land, you integrate, and you unfurl without having to do anything more. Like, what else is there? It's such a gift. And so this is a 3-hour space that I'm offering up in workshop format, mini retreat format, and then you learn the skills that is needed, which is nothing that complicated, but to be held in that space, to be held by somebody, to be held by another woman in that space online is a gift. And then there is always that availability to come to me in person as and when you feel ready. And there is nothing comparable to that. To hold a woman exactly where she is, to receive, is just beyond, and is the constant gift that keeps on giving. And I'm so honoured to be doing this work. And so when we receive at that level, then we understand what the baseline is for receiving in our life, we start to understand what a boundary might look and feel like for us. We start to be with what it means to be tended to sexually, to feel more pleasure, to feel more joy. It's the rooted space, it's the connection to all. And our space, our pelvis, every part of our rooted space is connected to the pudendal nerve, which is connected to the main vagus nerve, which is giving constant feedback to how we are every single moment of every part of every day. How is our nervous systems doing? How are we doing? Which is why when we tend to that space, it's so profound, because on an anatomical level, it's connected to it all. We connect to it all, and the feminine and Mother Earth and the tending of what it is. And when we're in this January, where we're in this stillness, when Mother Earth is in this stillness, when we're all in stillness and we're all just being, to just be in that space of tending while Mother Earth deeply tends to herself, and you're doing the same, is a gift, which allows you to then do whatever you feel you want to do in your January. So if you want to hibernate because it's so fucking cold and you just want to sleep and be and go to work if you're working and do the bare minimum, fucking here for it. But if you also want to go and you want to vision and you want to be with your hopes and dreams, and that looks like setting some things in motion, that looks like sending some emails, perfect. If it looks like creating this beautiful vision board that gives you everything that you need in order to just vision what your year is going to look like, but with things that feel really tangible and really within grasp and really soothing for the nervous system, and don't feel like something that come from like an influencer's Instagram page of how they're posing through their life, that this is genuinely like a rooted, like a good example for me would be, I really last year wanted to go and harvest more herbs and more foraging in my local area and create more tinctures, and I just had a picture of what that looks like, and I went away and did that. And I loved the reminder that that's what I was going to do. Just little things like that. So I'm sending so much love. I'm always an email away. hello@thisisnaomigale.co.uk, and my website is always below. And I so look forward to welcoming you into my spaces this year. Much love.